Okay, check 1 2, check 1 2. I think we are live now. Check. Yes. Yes, we are live now. All right. So we are live now. This What's up, internet? This is Christian, and this is stream time with CR.Worlds. And we have a few topics to discuss. As you can see on my screen here, these are the topic, and we're going to be talking about that. Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Um, so first topic is going to be on the Xbox gamers disappointed in Microsoft layoffs and cancelled games. Yeah, let's talk about that. This is not good. This is not good because what's going on right now in the game industry, and I'm not just talking about the game industry, I'm also talking about the tech industry as well. And what's going on is that people are being laid off left and right, and that's not good. People are getting laid off left and right. Um, Projects are being cancelled. People are losing their jobs, and those who are currently working at those tech companies and video game companies, they're not doing anything. And what I mean by they're not doing anything is they're not hiring the best of the best. They are posting job online, but they're not doing their job. They're not recruiting. They are sending out cold emails, letting them know that they are hiring for this, they are hiring for that. But then you got those candidates reaching out to them, but they're not doing anything about it. Either they're not doing anything or they are getting so many um, emails, and it's too much for them to reach out to every single one of them. Those who have already submitted their application and you haven't gotten any response, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's not just happening in the tech industry, but also in the game industry as well. So anyway, let's talk about it. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so Xbox gamers disappointed in Microsoft layoffs and canceled games. So the Xbox gamers are pretty much like calling out Microsoft that they deserves more. Some of those canceled games, we're going to talk about that. I already know I have one game in mind that they canceled, and that was like a while back, like I don't know which year was that, 2015, 2016, I don't remember. But a famous game that was canceled was the game with the dragon and the main character who was controlling the dragon, Scalebound. They canceled Scalebound, and I'm still very salty about that. Anyway, let's read through this article. That is coming from gamingbible.com. As the industry continues to deal with the fallout of mass layoffs, Xbox users have let their feelings be heard, criticizing Microsoft for its treatment of employees and the impact that has on various projects. There appears to be no end in sight. In the last day alone, Take-Two Interactive announced that they would be closing two beloved studios, Intercept Games and Roll7, amidst its laying off of 5% of its workforce. Microsoft is in the midst of a similar process, laying off around 8% of its 22,000 employees. This means what? Around 1,900 employees will be affected. That's 1,900 hundreds employees are losing their job right now. That's not good. That's not good. It goes without saying that these layoffs are a huge blow to the industry. It's been remarked many, many times, and by now that 2023, which was last year, was a stellar year for video game release. I don't know about you, but I don't think 2023 was a stellar year for game release. I don't remember what game that was that was highly popular, highly requested that got released. I mean, honestly, I don't remember last year being a stellar year for game release. It was pretty much a mid year for me, to say the least. But yeah, developers, read this one. Developers are the life force of the industry, and it's devastating to see so many left in such an unfathomable position. I'm a developer myself, and I can tell you, I was laid off before. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. Especially most of those developers out there, they got mortgage to pay, they got kids to take care of, and what sucks is that not only do they get laid off, and then they have to go through the process all over again, the process of submitting applications and getting scheduled for interviews and going through those coding challenges. Those coding challenges they are they are a pain in the butt. They're so hard, and then these recruiters have to go. The recruiters and the hiring managers, they have to go through all of these coding challenges and see how they are doing well and all that stuff. These companies are measuring all skills and talents based on a stupid coding test. I mean, who remembers how this works, or who remembers how what's the word I'm looking for? How object-oriented programming works, or what the heck is like these data structures, all these data structure that you have to remember. Who remember all that stuff? Nobody. Nobody. And then there is the pressure of trying to get the codes working, and there's the pressure of trying to understand why this particular code is not working, even though you have the algorithm correct, you have the algorithm set up perfectly and all that stuff. And then when you run the code to see if it goes through, it just gives you an error. Even though your algorithm was done perfectly, it will give you an error um because of certain tasks that you have to get to. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, task, but the certain coding challenge have certain level of task that you have to hit at certain points, and you have to hit all of these in order to pass this this particular coding challenge. They have to pass through all of these points. And then there's a situation when you pass through all these points, and then you finally succeed in that coding challenge, and now you have to get through all the candidates who have gone through the coding challenges or have passed through them, and you have to now figure out which one is the perfect candidate. And you know what sucks even more? The fact that when you actually pass through those coding challenges and then you get the rejection letter, oh, sorry, we've already picked somebody else. That sucks. That really sucks, to say the least. So I feel for those developers who got laid off at Microsoft and the Xbox division. I feel for them. This is not the position that you have to find yourself in, and that's the position I find myself in right now. I'm currently looking for another position in the development phase, and it's not fun. It is not fun. So I feel for I f if you're a developer out there listening to this, I feel for you. I honestly feel for you. So yeah, they are the life force of the industry. Anyway, let's keep reading through this. In response to Microsoft's layoffs, Xbox owners are letting their thoughts be heard as whilst Microsoft studios are nothing without their developers, so too is the Xbox brand nothing without the allegiance and loyalty of its user base. That's true because users and developers are the life force of the gaming industry. The developers, they are creating the games. The gamers, they are consuming the games, and they are the one who are actually telling you if a game is good or if a game is bad. If the game is good, they want to see more. They want to see a sequel. They want to see what's the word I'm looking for? They want to see a spin-off or whatnot. They want to see some improvements. If a game is good, but there's some stuff is um that the gamers don't like, they will talk about that as well in their reviews. And when a new game gets released, a sequel gets released, then the developer will have to improve on what the gamers are talking about, like certain games that is has something missing. The developers will look into that and then they will add some improvements in the next game, in the sequel. So that's how it works. Gamers and developers, they're working together, even though they're not actually working together like face to face. They are working together to get to make the game industry continue to flow. If you understand what I'm saying. And anyway, I'm just not in the best. I'm not in the best mindset with talking about this issue because it is a very big issue right now. But lack of growth should not mean they need to call the workforce. That would be something you do when you have major losses. They're just trying to pursue those ever increasing profits. Everyone else be damned. Reddit user Ghost of the Goddess declares. And we have another um, user who says, it astounds me that we built an economy that requires infinite growth to function, even though infinite growth is impossible. And another person says, I'll never understand how a $1 billion company can somehow not be capable of ponying up the resources to drive growth, or even just maintain in unique ways in spite of challenges. And there and many other corporations' lack of ability to withstand adverse conditions is very concerning and unsustainable. Yeah, so our thoughts continues to go out to all those affected by the widespread industry layers off. I mean, I have to say this. If you're a game developer or a tech industry company and you have posted a job post look looking for a developer, for the love of God, please don't keep them waiting. If they submitted their application out there, reach out to them. Please reach out to them because they can't do without a job. They have mortgage to pay. They have kids to take care of. Please reach out to them. Do your very best to reach out to those developers who are currently out of a job right now. That's all I'm asking from you guys. If you're listening to this, that's all I'm asking from you guys. Anyway, let's move on to this topic because I'm getting really I'm getting really peeved about that. So we'll move on to the next topic. And if you have any more questions, those will be watching this on replay, let me know your thoughts and opinion on that issue while we go to the next topic. Let's see. So our next topic is going to be a fun one. Knuckles TV show gets a huge hit on Paramount Plus. That is very exciting. Um, as I'm setting things up here, I have to say I had a Paramount Plus subscription, and I think I'm going to sign up for Paramount Plus again. Um, for two reasons. Knuckles TV show would definitely be another reason. And but my main reason for why I want to sign up for Paramount Plus again is because of Big Brother. There is a reality TV show called Big Brother, and I really love Big Brother, so I'm gonna sign up for that one. Um, anyway, let's see. Oh, that is my. Okay, there we go. Let me change the top. The There we go. Okay, so Knuckle TV show gets a huge hit on Paramount Plus. Set record-breaking viewership performance for Paramount Plus. If you got the Knuckles series on debut, you're not alone. With the new show setting on record as the most watched Paramount Plus original series of all time in its opening weekends, viewership racked up to more than 4 million hours of watch time in the first few days of release. After releasing only 6 episodes on April 26, this also makes the most watched children's series ever on the service. This has given the Sonic movie a boost as well. Both Sonic Hedgehog and Sonic Hedgehog 2, which are both available on stream, a viewership by 278%. Yeah. So Knuckle isn't holding back any punches. Catch the 6 episode events now streaming on Paramount Plus. And the first episode is now available on YouTube. So yeah. So if you don't have Paramount Plus and you're curious about how this movie works, I mean it's not a movie, it's a TV show. How how good this TV show is, you can just watch it on YouTube. Actually, I was going to say let's watch the TV show together, but I rather now I don't want to get stacked by YouTube. But let's watch the trailer for Knuckles together. So I'm gonna do a quick let's switch back to my mainstream here and you're gonna have to excuse my internet connection. It is very slow. It's awfully slow. Yeah. Okay. Knuckles Paramount Plus trailer. Mhm. Okay, there we go.
You're an alien.
Yeah, my internet is
You're super
bad.
powerful.
Let's try again. Okay.
You're an alien. You're super powerful. Recently saved the world with your friends. What do you like to do for fun?
Vengeance.
I was thinking more like reading or yoga.
Hey, buddy. Isn't it great to finally relax?
I have been a Kidno warrior.
I only remain on Earth because I made a vow to you and the Fox.
So I made myself at home.
We are not turning our living room into some kind of gladiator fighting pit. What is Ozzy doing here?
He will be challenging his greatest enemy.
Is that our mailman?
This is not a place of battle, so I will begin my quest. Come, Weed.
Most people think I'm a joke.
I do not make jokes. I make warriors.
Let's go get him.
Knuckles. Without his little
Oh
friend,
man,
he's vulnerable. He's the key to my newest trick.
my internet is so
I
bad.
make warriors.
It's so crusty.
Let's go get him.
Knuckles. Without his little friends, he's vulnerable. He's the key to my newest creation.
You worked for Robotnik.
Bring me Knuckles.
Sorry, this lane is reserved.
You think you can take my power?
Do I look like I need your power?
What are you talking about? Of course we need his power. It's the whole reason we're here.
Yeah, my internet is bad. People, sorry about that.
I made a promise to protect this planet. I am ready.
Oh, snap! Someone's about to get slapped.
I think today is going to be a beautiful day.
You gonna rescue him?
No, he must learn to rescue himself.
Yeah, sorry about the lag here. It was so bad. It was so bad, guys. It was so bad. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to our next topic here. Getting an error here. Okay, so our next topic is to switch to Liquor Pyoro is right again. Um, she mentioned something about the Nintendo World Championship NES edition gets an ESRB rating. So let's talk about that. Well, actually, did he ever mention that it was? No, I think let's read the article. Let's go back to our screen share here. I'm gonna remove this one and paste that one. Boom. Okay. Switch to Liquor Pyoro right again. So the Nintendo World Championship NES edition got rated by ESR before Switch. So what is that game? Nobody knows. Well, actually, a little backstory about this game. Before the Nintendo World Championship, the actual event was debuted. I think it was in 2019 when it debuted. I don't remember. Um, they said that it was based on the actually no, it was 2020. I don't remember. I should get my source straight first before I report this to you guys. But the Nintendo World Championship, before it was announced as an actual event, they said that it was based on an actual game, an actual NES game that was never released to the public. And now that game got rated by the ESRB and it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. And apparently, Pyoro, the Switch 2 leaker, talked about that. So it says here that it's not a free game, so take that as you will. So even though Pyoro was on the money once again, as it had emerged this morning, that the ASRB has rated that game, Nintendo World Championship NES Edition, for the Nintendo Switch. So it's not clear where the game will be arriving on Nintendo Switch online subscription service, but it shouldn't take long. So what is that game exactly? It is a collection of 2D challenges and platformer games in which players traverse through various modes, speedrun, survival. Several challenges involves reaching specific points, while others prompt players to defeat small enemies or survive brief battles. So it reminds me of that one game that came out on the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS NES Remix. Yeah, it gives me NES Remix vibe. That's what this game is gonna be. That's what this game um that's the vibe I get from this game. It gives me NES Remix vibe. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited about that game. Um oh, I love that game NES Remix. It was such a good game. So much fun. Um Some games depict pixelated characters using small swords and arrows to strike at enemies. Enemies typically get stunned or disappear in a flash. Um, so yeah, pretty much that's pretty much all we have to talk about. Um, the ESRB rated a game that nobody heard about, well, except a select few. That this particular game is coming to Nintendo Switch. So exciting time, exciting time. Let me know what you guys think about this news. And now we got some more news here. More topic to discuss. That is the Helldivers will now require PlayStation subscription to play. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. And that is coming from IGN. Gonna remove that here. Helldivers will now require PlayStation subscription to play. And they're not just saying, oh, it's optional, you get to sign up whenever you want. No, they are requiring you to sign up to have a Sony PlayStation account to play Helldivers 2. And they have an excuse for it. So anyway, let's read through that. So Sony is forcing all Helldivers Steam players to connect to a PlayStation Network account, and it's going down about as well as you'd expect. And the Arrowhead CEO points angry fans to Sony support. Okay, so that's basically the updates here. The boss of Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead has pointed fans angered by today's accounts linking used directly at PlayStation support, suggesting they get in touch with Sony rather than the studio. So basically, the developer Arrowheads, they're like, you know what, go talk to Sony. That's not our problem. That's your problem. That's basically what they're saying. So in a tweet, Arrowhead CEO links to the PSN signing PC support page at PlayStation.com. So this is what he says here on his Twitter. He's like, hey everyone, in regards to accounts leaking and questions there too, please reference the support. If you have any further My internet is really bad. Sorry about that. If you have any further question, you can reach out using contacts PlayStation support at the bottom of the page. So earlier today, Sony announced that PlayStation PC players of Helldivers 2 will soon be forced to link their Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to continue playing, sparking a widespread backlash across social media, forum, and Discord. Some players have threatened to quit the game over the issue, with others demanding a refund. Yeah, let's keep reading. Confusingly, the facts section of Sony's support page appears to contradict. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can pause this.